So I put this on the agenda for a actual deliberation by this board. There is a spot in our ordinance that allows for public comment. We've been advised by legal that once we open up for public comment, that we don't have, it's not in our county's best interest as it relates to litigation to pick and choose who can give a public comment. We have allowed every other elected official to get up and not just give public comment, to comment on different items in the agenda. This board has repeatedly denied me to put something on the agenda and to give public comment. For the last few weeks, my name has been on that public comment sheet, and Commissioner Omodt decides that he gets to remove my name. Now, the purpose of a chair is not to make decisions like who can and cannot speak. It's actually to conduct the meeting. The guidelines for public comment and how that's delivered is actually in ordinance. So my issue is, one, I have important information to communicate it that is business of Bonner County, like identifying what the next chats are, which are valuable to our community, and providing necessary information. But because of this board denying me to give my report and then denying me public comment, it is negatively impacting the ability to communicate. Today's discussion was very significant. It was a lot of information in a short amount of time. And what's frustrating is when you're talking about public comment, it's also my opportunity to explain why I think that's the business of Bonner County. Me presenting information to you guys by way of the chat allows our community to be educated so we can direct our resources and concerns correctly so we can resolve issues. When we talk about, for example, behavioral health, and we have a panel up here, that's our way of understanding that you may not like the discussion, but failure to manage that leads to an impact to our infrastructure. That has to do with Bonner County business. And so barring the fact that this board continues to remove my items when I place them on the agenda, my only alternative is to use public comment. It is not reasonable and appropriate for the chair to assume that he has the right to deny an individual. We've been advised not to do that. It is a prejudice and a discrimination that is evident on this board to continue to do that. So my request is that the board discontinue allowing me to give a public comment. If you don't like that, then allow me to do my District 2 report the way it was before. Everything that I talk about is Bonner County business. There is no inflammatory statement made. I'm not even going to address the inflammatory statement made by Mr. Bradshaw because I felt it was inappropriate. I'm asking the board to change it by making a decision to stop doing that.
Commissioner Williams, I stand by my decision that members of the board are not general members of the public. But I can agree with you that there are things that are valuable in what you bring forward. So I would move to allow Commissioner Williams to agendize her report as she sees fit, with the hope that it has to do with the business of the county. Is there a second?
Long as it's business.
Was that a second, Commissioner?
No.
Is there a second?
There's a second.
There is a motion and a second to allow Commissioner Williams to agendize her presentation for weekly reports. Is there any deliberation?
No deliberation.
Roll call vote.
Commissioner Williams,
Yes.
Commissioner Omodt,
Yes.
Commissioner Bradshaw,
No.
The motion carries.
I would further ask as we move into the next one, I think your public comment section, your form wasn't out there, so people didn't get to sign up because I think we ran a little late. And so there are people that had something they wanted to say that didn't get on your clipboard before you moved it.